Vietnam wasn't World War II. You got on a big boat and you sailed over there to fight, and it took you 6 months. You got to know everybody. In Vietnam, you flew in an airplane, you got assigned to a unit, and you didn't want to know anybody because if I know you and you get hurt, it hurts me. So I didn't want to know your name. You new guy, I didn't want to know your name. So it was kind of that way. But you always had one or two guys that if you got hurt, you knew they were coming out to get you. And to me, that was Donnie Fisher and Bob Ball, my two buddies. So you always had a couple buddies, but never more than that. Then when we came home, one of the things that we were bothered by, besides Agent Orange lurking in our system, was survivor guilt. A lot of times you have guilt when you survive something and the person next to you doesn't, like the Boston Massacre, the bomb blows up and these people, why did God take those people, not me? So you have, coming back from Vietnam, we all had survivor guilt. I'm leaving my buddies over there. I don't know if my replacement can take care of my friends or not. So you dealt with the survivor guilt as well.
Agent Orange and you know what the Agent Orange
Oh,
is?
do I ever?
I'm
Yes.
not sure what that is.
Okay. See, they had Agent James Bond, and then we had Agent Orange. He used to paint himself orange, and no, I'm making that all up. That's not true. Don't write it down. I used to do that to my kids all the time when I was teaching, and they used to drive them nuts. It's like Cinco de Mayo, the Spanish, or Mexican independence. Oh yeah, that means Stinka de Mayo because they didn't like mayonnaise, and I'd have kids writing this stuff down. We lost World War II. I play jokes all the time. I'm sorry, forgive me for that, for those jokes. But anyway, Agent Orange. Agent Orange was developed by Dow Chemical Company, and what it is, it's a herbicide, herb plants, and it causes plants to grow themselves to death, which is exactly what cancer is. You get a tumor, that's one little cell that went crazy and is multiplying, and you get a whole bunch and you get a tumor. So basically, it gave the plants cancer. Now, the reason for this is visual. If all the plants are dead, then I can see Charlie sneaking around over there. So Agent Orange saved a lot of lives because it killed the plants around the roads where Charlie would hide, around and shoot at us in ambushes and such. So it made ambush less likely. However, we didn't know all that poison spray. I thought they were spraying for mosquitoes. But all that poison spray was killing the plants, giving them cancer, and giving us cancer as well. And the 4 million poor Vietnamese peasants that we killed when we were over there in 10 years. And it was like June. I went in to see the doctor, and I was lifting weights. I was 220 pounds, and all of a sudden I went to 160 pounds, and I thought, man, this is good. I'm losing weight. Look at this skinny. Hey, I looked at the mirror, and I thought I was looking good. But I look at pictures today, and my muscles were deteriorating. That cancer was eating my muscles up, and I went down to 160 pounds. And my doctor said, man, there's something wrong. We were sending you for a test. And there's like these white blood cells in your body. And it's normal to have like 100. And my count was like 5,000. And so I went from my doctor's office into the hospital, and chemotherapy, chemical therapy to poison the cancer cells. So basically they poison you to poison the cancer cells. And then also radiation, where they use like radiation to burn, to kill the cancer cells. And hopefully it'll give me a few more years.
What year did you find out you had cancer?
Last June. And ended up in the hospital, and that was the crazy experience. Some of the stuff they had me on, I didn't know what happened to me. I didn't know where I was. I thought I was in Battle. I thought somebody kidnapped me, took me to Battle Creek. God knows why they didn't want me to go to Battle Creek, but I thought I was there. I didn't think I was here. But yeah, that was quite an experience. So I'm going to try to be healthy and live as long as I possibly can. And hopes that maybe someday one of my children will have a baby and I can be a grandpa and spoil him.
So you're married?
Yeah.
How long?
Let's see. Eileen and I, a wonderful girl. She's my nurse, takes care of me. Without her, I probably would be dead by now because she keeps all my doctor's appointments, stuff that I would forget. You see. Been married with Eileen now for about 8 years, I think. 8 years. I was married before for 10 years, and then before that, another girl for 14 years. So I've been married 3 times. I'm not the easiest person in the world to live with.
You're not easy either.
Who is?
You. And what was her name?
Eileen.
Can you spell that?
Eileen. And she has cancer as well. We kind of met over cancer. So we decided we kind of stick together. They said they had some kind of museum downstairs. I don't know what kind of museum they would have. Anyway, shoot with the questions, son.
And you're still married today?
Oh yeah, yep. Mm-hmm. Yep, been married the last 8 years.
You said you have 3 girls?
I've been married 3 times. 3 times. And that's one thing that's kind of common with us Vietnam vets, you know, is that we come back from Vietnam with a lot of hang-ups. Dreams at night. You know, I talk in my sleep. I have a lot of dreams still to this day. So we're not the easiest persons to live with. We're security conscious. I got to check all the doors every night, make sure my perimeter is secure still to this day. We have our foibles. So XGI is not the easiest guys to get along with. Something for you girls to remember.
Other than cancer, did you ever come down with anxiety, depression, stuff like
I
that?
go through post-traumatic stress disorder. Sure. Yep. Which is kind of unusual in the sense that when I first got out, I felt without emotion that nothing would bother me. My best friend could die and nothing would bother me. And that's the way I was for many years. Now, after getting the Agent Orange cancer, and I think reflecting back on that, just the opposite presently today.
Yeah, they have some artifacts down there.